Hello and welcome to Agile Coach Episode 4. My name is Stephen J. Pagano. I'm an Agile Coach and Delivery Manager, and I want to help you to improve your agility because I tell you what, brothers and sisters, Agile is easy. Today's show is all about estimating in Agile projects. It's called It's All Relative Estimation. Let's get stuck in. Agile teams use a technique called relative sizing when estimating their work. But what is relative sizing and why do they do it? Well, let me try to explain. Creating detailed estimates for any size of job can be time consuming. And you know what? That's time that we don't have. Studies have shown that some estimates for high-level work can be 50 to 100% inaccurate. 50 to 100%! Listen, 50 to 100%, I'm out of here. There has to be a different way to do this. And there is, and it's called relative sizing. What we're going to do is take a great big job, and yes, you've guessed it, we're going to break it down into smaller jobs. Smaller jobs which are roughly the same size as each other. And we'll just do that by eye. After a given period, we'll calculate how many jobs we were able to complete. Then, by looking at how many jobs we've got left, we'll be able to tell how long it's all going to take. There you go. That's the simplest form of relative estimation. But what if some jobs take a lot longer than you were thinking? What about that, Pagano, eh? Well, that's where Moscow comes in. And if you want to know about Moscow, well, you should check out episode 1. Now, there is another way to do this, and that's called story pointing. Just as before, we're going to take our big job and break it down into smaller jobs. But this time, we're going to take a small job and we're going to allocate it 2 story points. We'll then look at the remaining jobs on the backlog and relatively estimate them against that original 2-pointer. Are they slightly bigger? Are they slightly smaller? Etc. Over a given period, we'll be able to work out how many story points we've been able to complete. Then, by looking at the remaining jobs on the backlog, we'll be able to tell how long it's going to take us to finish. To do this, we use a modified Fibonacci scale, which is 0, half, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 20, 40, and 100. The number of points the team can complete in the given period is often called velocity. The production of story point estimates should be a team effort. And I mean a team effort. Everybody on the team should be involved. I like to use something called planning poker, and this is how it works. The product owner presents a user story to the team. The team discusses that story and refines it, perhaps adding acceptance criteria, perhaps questioning the value of the story. Anyway, when the story is ready to be estimated, everybody privately chooses a story point value, sometimes using an old-fashioned deck of cards, sometimes, well, more often these days, using some sort of online gizmo. The cards are all revealed at the same time. Each person puts forward the reason why they have chosen their particular card. Typically, the highest value goes first, followed by the lowest. Once the discussion has been completed, we all vote again until we've reached a consensus. And that's it. That's story pointing. This particular story was 5 story points, and so we move on to the next one. Just to let you know, I've left up the coffee cup and the question mark up there just to explain what they are. The coffee cup means I've really had enough of this, I could really do with a coffee. And the question mark is I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so I've talked about velocity before. Velocity planning and average velocity can be very useful to an Agile team. Let's say you're 3 sprints in, and that's your 2-week given period, also known as an iteration. Let's say you've banked 20, 18, and 22 points, and you're wondering how many stories you should put in future sprints. Well, it's easy. We're going to create an average velocity from those numbers. We'll take those numbers and create an average from them, and bingo! My average velocity is 20, so now I can plan 20 points worth of stories into future iterations. And if the team is improving, well, that number should go up. Easy, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it. If you like the stuff, do please click like and subscribe. But for now, from me, Stephen J. Pagano, it's arrivederci e ciao. Goodbye.